Stevie, what's up? Hey, Polly, what's up? Just chilling. I didn't realize. I didn't realize I had a bunch of roaches in my car. Did you believe that? What's up, Runt? I didn't realize I had a bunch of roaches in my car in the ashtray. Look how many of them I had. Enough to roll a fucking joint. Crazy. And I didn't even smoke yesterday. If I would have known, I would have smoked this shit yesterday. But today, I don't know. I just happened to look in the ashtray and bam. All roaches, Runts. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Ashley, what's up? It's been a while. Hope everything's good. Blow out the candle. What's up, Chuck? My week, it's okay. I haven't really done shit. You know, if I don't, I'm right now. I'm living like if I don't have to go anywhere or don't have an appointment, I don't even leave my house. I hadn't even got dressed since fucking a few days. I'm like, why the fuck even dress? Just to get. I dressed to sit here, just to throw the clothes in the fucking washer at the end of the week. I'm like, why the fuck even dress? I ain't going nowhere. I ain't even opening the door. So I sit in my boxers as long like fucking days. I sit around in my boxers for days. You know, you gotta figure out a way to fucking. You gotta figure out a way to not fucking spend so much money. Because if I dress up every day just to sit here, that's a bunch of clothes I have to wash on Friday. That save me some money on washing if I don't fucking have to wear it. What's so long? That's what she said. I'm sorry. Once a month? Damn, that shit hit. What's up? Representing. Oh, my joint. My bad. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Ah, shit. Damn, someone just went live. I wish I wasn't live to see. Oh, fuck. Damn, Stevie. Be safe. Be safe, brother. You already know what's up. Be safe out there. Remember, the rules when you visit Thailand. Check ID and make sure they're not carrying extra meat. Big Chief, what's up? Coughing is why you quit smoking? Yeah, no pocket sausage. I cough without even smoking, so might as well smoke. It helps my anxiety. I just called because I was supposed to get some medical supplies, and I called. They fucking delivered it to my parents' address, not mine. And I was like, fuck, man, I wanted them to deliver it here. That's why I told them here. But they deliver, they have it to where all my packages go to my parents because they get stolen here. Because of two fucking expensive packages that got stolen here, and they won't deliver here no more. The medical stuff. I moved actually. I still live in LA, but not downtown. I don't live downtown no more. Not in a hotel either. I'm in an apartments. I got a single apartment. No more hotel. And I'm glad all that protesting was in that area. There was curfew in that area. I would have probably got arrested. So I'm glad. I'm glad I moved over from over there. The craziest, the craziest shit that ever happened to me in that hotel was when the homie called me to tell me my building was on fire. That was the craziest shit ever. I couldn't believe that shit. I was about to go to sleep. What you doing, nothing? Just chilling, laying in bed. Your building's on fire. The water tank. Well, that I experienced. That shit didn't happen when I was there. Daniel, what's up? You know what's? I've known people that try to shop, like grocery shop once a month, so they won't waste their EBT stupidly. So they try to buy everything, and it's like, I don't know if this happens to anyone else. What's up, Cynthia? I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but when you have a bunch of food at home, you're just like hungry all day long. Some people, me, I lose my appetite. I lose my appetite seeing all that food because I don't even know what to fucking eat. I don't even know what to make me, and it's just like my hunger just goes away. It's when my fridge is fucking completely empty that I'm like, oh fuck. I only shop when I'm out of something. I buy, like at the beginning of the month, I buy a good chunk of stuff that I know I always need. I buy a good chunk of stuff, and mostly I always have to go back for drinks. Because that's the shit that flies. You know, motorcycles are cool, Judge. Motorcycles are cool, but you gotta remember, man. You gotta fucking remember that no matter how fucking much of an expert you are on a motorcycle, There's always some dumbass behind the wheel. No amount, no amount of experience can prevent a fucking idiot from fucking ramming into you. The smoke detector. Beer store, damn. I bet. I don't even want to cook. I'm thinking of fucking making sandwiches or something. Something I don't have to fucking cook. Like yesterday, the only time it got hot was when I fucking when I cooked the chicken for the chicken salad. I fucked up because I should have boiled some eggs. I should have boiled at least one hard boiled egg, chopped it up into the salad. I like when they do that shit with the egg in the salad. I got ham right there too. I could chop up some ham, some egg, throw it in the salad, like a fucking what is that shit called? A chef salad. Yeah, something fresh, Cynthia. Cause fuck slaving in the kitchen. Hot. I mean, it gets hot as fuck. Just making the coffee. It got hot. You crazy as fuck, Jack. You crazy as fuck. I swear to God. You must have a death wish. Cause I like motorcycles too, and I would love to ride one, but hell no. I've seen that shit. I've man, I got hit. I've got hit in a car by people that didn't see my big ass car. Now imagine a motorcycle. My nephew, trip out my nephew, his father-in-law. His father-in-law got into a motorcycle accident on the freeway. He got knocked from one side of the freeway into the other onto oncoming traffic. That dude had no chance. It was like, for sure, he has to go, no matter what, because that's some crazy shit. Like the best car drivers. Hey, some of those fuckers are nuts. My second wife, she sucked at driving. Sucked. I used to have to look at the floor because if not, I'd have anxiety from the way she drove. So one day I wasn't looking. I was like always, we're in the freeway and I'm looking at the floor. I'm looking at my phone or whatever, not looking at the road. All of a sudden I hear, ah, something hit the side of the car, and I look, and it was a motorcycle dude. He passed by and punched her mirror, and I'm like, I look at her and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, what the fuck did you do? She's like, I didn't see him. Oh, hell no. Hi, King Corso Mom. Thank you for joining. I lost one. I lost a good homie on a motorcycle. A truck took him out. Hi, Willow. Thank you for joining. Trip out on this. My homie, him and his brother had got into a big ass fight. They weren't speaking. They had years, maybe about a year without talking. And then the motorcycle accident happened. The motorcycle accident happened. Homeboy was like in a coma. He woke up from his coma. He woke up from his coma. Him and his brother talked. You know, they squashed old beef. They settled their shit. You know, because come on, your brother just woke up from a coma. You know, your brother might die. After they made up, like, you know, they squashed their shit. Homeboy ended up passing away from complications of the accident. It was like he just woke up from his coma to settle his, you know, his dispute with his family, to go peacefully, to be able to leave this world. Yankees, what's up? And I got into one of the biggest fights with my first wife over my friend's funeral. Cause I stayed there for a long ass time. That was my homie, you know. I was there paying respects to his family, saying goodbye to him, you know. And the wife was like, "Come home now, come home now," like she fucking. So I ignored her. I'll come home when I want. If you don't understand, I'm sorry, but it's not like I was at a bar. I was at a fucking wake. And to tell you the truth, it was more like a class reunion type shit, you know, like high school reunion. I seen a bunch of old homies that I hadn't seen since high school, you know. So we were just, you know, chilling, talking. We weren't trying to pick up on no women. The homie died. We have him right here. The homie's dead right there. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to put my dick in someone. Come on. Right, Ashley? But see, mental health, uh, mental health is a motherfucker. I know about that now, but at the time I just thought she was just a bitch, you know? Like, to me, that's what I thought, you know? I was younger, I didn't know how to treat her. Those are some of the mistakes I made by ignoring her. Like, fuck that crazy bitch, you know? But oh, hell yeah, Ashley, that shit. I lived half a block. I lived half a block from the market. And she swore I fucked someone on the way there and back. But it was her bipolar. She had diagnosed bipolar disorder, taking medication and everything for that shit. Hell yeah, she put me in jail. She made me catch a DV case, two DV cases for her lies and bullshit, made up shit like that. Like, in those days there was no cameras. I didn't know my rights. You know, I got fucked, and I was the victim. Well, You know, I can't say the victim because yelling and shit is the same thing as DV. You know what I mean? But I never hit her. I ain't one to hit women at all. At all. I may say, yeah, I'll punch it, but I don't think I'll ever hit a. I don't think I'll ever hit a girl. I don't see that. I don't see myself. My pops raised me different than that. Uh, they even used to test that shit by making my cousin put on the gloves and beating me up to see if I fight back. And it was just working on the defense with her. The cops. Are you gonna let your wife go to jail? Like you gonna let her go to jail? Shit like that. And one was like, let's just take both of them. Call CPS for the little girl. So I damn near had to volunteer to go. No body cams. When cops did what they wanted. When cops did absolutely whatever the fuck their attitude told them to do. Those are the years I lived. And in the hood. Then fools handcuff you and kick you right in the balls. Boom, say something. What's up, you're a punk. Shit like that will go on every fucking day. Gang unit, it was no gang unit. It was their gang. They were the gang. They'd show up trying to blast. Damn, I finished that roach joint that tasted kind of nasty. Tasted like ash. Like. Let me wash it down. You know when you're laying down to sleep, your sugar drops? Did you know that? Because you have no movement. So your glucose starts dropping like crazy while you're asleep because you don't move. You're breathing slower, like like me, I don't snore, so I'm practically dead and shit right there. And my sugar, my glucose drops to where the machine wakes me up beeping that my glucose is low. And as soon as I sit up, jump on my wheelchair, I look at it, and it's going up. It starts going up when I start moving. What the fuck? Yeah, actually I am. And they're all crazy. Fuck. I hate that question, actually, one or two, because I'm look, let's just say my diabetes ain't the kind that I need insulin like on that dot at that time, you know, shit like that. Like no, if I don't take insulin, it'll kill me. If like months from now, you know, but not not like they pass in the movies where like, they're about to die or they don't get the shot. I know that's a certain type of diabetes, but I don't remember what number that is. But I'm not that one. I'm the other one. You guys seen who's gonna watch the fight? That goofy ass fight. Who's watching? What's up, Lefty? What up, though? Damn, the one. Hey, Caesar be fucking. I wonder when he's gonna fucking. I wonder when he's gonna fucking put me on one of his shorts, man. What the fuck? I feel left out. No, I'm just playing. What's up, man? Yeah. Yeah, actually, me too. I'm telling you. Yeah, at night it wakes me up beeping. My glucose is too low. Get up and eat. It could be the last movie. That shit was funny. The belt buckles. Damn. Who's fighting? That Canelo fight. Who's gonna watch that bullshit? Yeah, the Pepe one. I seen that. The No More Locked Doors. Damn, that shit is hilarious. Hey man, those are fucking hilarious. The Canelo one, it sucks. You see what they're doing at the weigh-in or whatever, the face-off. He tries to push the dude like it's all for ticket sales because no one wants to watch his dumb ass. No one ain't trying to watch his ass after his last fight, where they just ran around the fucking ring. He did nothing for fucking 12 rounds, and then calls him. And then the fucking clown. Where's the crown? Where's the fucking crown? Fucking clown. That was a clown. That's why he got red hair, like fucking Ronald McDonald. He's a fucking clown. No offense to any gingers out there. Yeah, actually, I've been these days having great. Well, for the last few months, I've been having pretty good control over it. Pretty good. I know I'm doing good. So that's why you don't bother. It just sucks. That fight's gonna be trash. And I trip out because he sits there in front of the camera. Now that he learned himself a little English, he sits there in the front of the camera and talks all this shit. But he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight the other dude that was a mandatory. He don't want to fight that dude because he talks too much shit. Like, what a fucking clown. You make up the excuse to not want to fight a guy because he talks all this shit. But then you sit there in front of the camera and think you're Mr. Badass talking all that shit. He's a chump. He's a straight chump. In my book, that fool sucks. They try to put him up there with the greats. He ain't even on the table, man. Fuck his cinnamon ass. He says he represents the Mexican boxing. He doesn't. Because everyone knows that the Mexican boxers never made no excuse to not fight another motherfucker. He fought whoever was in line. They say a bunch of they were the next person in line. The mandatories. They fought all of those. They didn't make excuses. They didn't make, oh no, the weight. Fuck no. They made no excuses. They showed up at the weight required and did their fucking work. Win or lose. That caveman anymore. I keep going to the gym and keeping tone, keeping in shape, at least some cardio for your own health. But come on, that shit don't work. No one's intimidated by fucking muscles. They either do the muscles or the bunch of tattoos. That's what some dudes do. They just get completely covered to look very scary. Some. Because I know some crazy motherfuckers that you don't want to run into that are like all blasted like that. But I mean some that I've seen. Nope. You know, when that fool took a knee after a body shot and gave up, I lost all respect for that dude. Fly. I'm surprised Fly is here. There's gonna be a whole bunch of other ones coming in. Yep. Cheryl. Buttercup. It was Buttercup. Fun loving couple. Yep, it's Tuesday. Thank you for joining. See, this is what I like when I go live and I see a bunch of the people that I've seen since like I started YouTube and shit. That shit feels good. But I also start thinking of the ones that I don't see no more in chat. And there's been a few recent ones. One that I used to always say, I wonder what happened. I don't see him in chat no more. I mentioned it to a friend, and that day I mentioned it, I get a I get a notification, a new subscriber. And it was, I guess it wasn't giving him the notifications or something, and he unsubbed and resubbed or something, because I got the notification that they were subbed to me again. That should just let me know they're out there. That person's still out there. That's good. That's good news. Have fun loving. What the fuck? Couple loving fun. Remember that? Remember? I don't use that account no more. Huh? Not as often as fun loving couple. Wife's account. I know. I remember. They don't. She don't be using it no more. A new picture, Cheryl. Nice. Look, I bought the bigger, right there, the bigger Folgers can, the bigger one, and I'm already like, don't kill me, that motherfucker, like quick. I gotta stop drinking coffee. You guys watch together? I bet. Yeah. Why go on 2 accounts? Or like when I hung out with my homeboy Blazer, him in Cowboys Nation. They had the TV they had a TV in the garage area thing, and we could watch you could watch it right there, but be on your phone. It was cool. I smoked my last joint, Fly. I had a roach joint. I'm out of weed. Shut the fuck up already. Don't bring that up. You fucking Fly. I already know who's gonna come in right now. Joint gone. Look at how dirty my nails are from breaking up these roaches. Joint gone. That's horrible. It was a foot long. It just looks that way because they had the tip. I'm sorry. See what's left? That's what makes it look long. See? Look, that much is left. That's what makes it look super long, but it's like the regular size with the fucking extra piece. It's just like an extension on it where you hold it. Oh shit, Cheryl. Like, where would you hide? Where would you? Damn, that shit has to be something you don't. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Call a locksmith. Call someone. Break into it. Someone has to know how to get in it, right? Fucking Ada Weed. How the fuck did I know Ada Weed was gonna show up? Yeah, the company will have a code, right? Ooh, it was a gun safe? Oh shit. You know, I work high end residential. I did a lot of painting and what they used to call high end residential. And this house, the owners left for the weekend, and we were supposed to go in there and paint some stuff while they were out. And we show up, and then I see my coworkers like looking at something in the garage, and I walk up, and they're looking at a gun safe that's unlocked, and they're looking at what's inside it, and I'm like, I look at them, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck you guys doing? There's goddamn, I know there's a camera pointing at this shit, and I just walked away. They put the shit back and closed the fucking homeboy, blocked the safe and shit, like real quick. The other dude, and I'm like, too late, you guys put your hands all over that shit. They saw you on video. I'm like, in the video, they're gonna say that guy walked up and told him to leave it alone because they could, or they had microphone. They knew what we were saying. We do with rifles, handguns. They were touching. I never touch with anyone's fucking gun. Never. Not if I'm not cleaning my fucking prints off it after I get it. Come on. Like when people look at, oh, can I see your knife? Ooh, and look at it and my fuck no, don't touch that shit. What's up, Steve Evans? The other one, that's just the carry one, huh? You got the home defense one, and the apocalypse one, and in case we go into war one. No, I'm just playing. That's just the one that looks nice in her purse. Like, this one matches with my purse. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, Cheryl. Damn, all the lurkers are popping up now, just like. That's right, Cheryl. Fuck that. The sword, dude. Man, one time I went to a coworker's house. This tall, this tall white dude, redhead. He was cool. We smoked weed, So he invited us to his pad. That was the last time I went. That fool had way too many fucking swords in his house. I was like, what the fuck? Crazy ass white boy with a gang of swords. I'm good. I ain't going to your house again. And then one day his Thai girlfriend hit my joint, and then when they tried to pass it back to me, I swear to God, I was like, oh, hell no, you better fucking give me hell no. She wet the fuck out of that shit. I was like, I don't want that shit. You better roll me another joint. I know she felt bad, but fuck that. Like I told him, when he was like trying to say that it wasn't a big deal, I told him, I don't know what else you're putting in her mouth, fool. I ain't trying to fucking hit that shit. Yeah, Stevie, this white dude I worked with, his last name was Campbell, like the soup. I wasn't gonna hit that joint after it would look like she straight dipped it in saliva. Fuck all that. Like that shit was wet. Like you could see it. Like, ugh, did she spit on that motherfucker? What the fuck? She's used to whatever you put in front of her face. She spits on it before she puts it in her mouth. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't go back there again. It's fucking Stevie. I don't know. Nothing against anyone, but it was nasty. Even if it was a straight white girl, straight Latin girl, I don't give a fuck. They wet the fuck out of the joint. I don't know what you be doing with her. I ain't hitting that shit. Just say. Trip, trip on, trip on this. That same white dude, I worked for him. I worked with him for a while. Not for him, with him. And this dude shows up to work one day, and he's like, "Oh man, I brought my girlfriend's phone on accident instead of mine. We had the same phone. I grabbed the wrong one." Like, jeez. All right, whatever. But then he was the one that was gonna go get lunch, and he calls me with his girlfriend's number. Calls me with his girlfriend's number to ask me something about what we ordered. Then he hangs up, and then I call him back because someone else says some shit. One of the workers says some shit, so I call him back. He answers, all right, whatever. I get home, I'm in the shower, I get out the shower to angry wife talking about someone called right now, left a fucking voicemail. And I hear this motherfucker talking about, I know you're fucking my girlfriend, stop calling her. And I'm like, what the fuck? And my wife is pissed. I was gonna kick this fool's ass. He forgot he used her number to call me and then tripped when he saw I called that number. But he didn't know it was my number because it didn't say on his girlfriend's phone. It didn't say whose number it was. I made that fool apologize to my wife, and then at the end, she still thought that I had him there in fear that I was gonna fucking this up. That he was just covering up for me because because I threatened to fuck him. Oh my god, toxic relationships ain't no joke. Yeah, Cheryl, he was stupid. He was just stupid. He didn't realize. He calls me on his phone. Yeah. Wow. I don't know how he did it, but he called, left me a fucking voicemail. Oh my god. I was gonna hit him. When I got to work, I was gonna hit him. My boss stopped me. I was gonna hit that fool. I got to work. I got to work ready to whip his ass. Hell no, Cheryl. Imagine you just got out of the fucking shower after a fucking a 12-hour day of work, and you have to come out of the shower to that shit all night. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I hear, oh, that's like coworker. Not for worse than me. What the fuck? Like, no. I'm like, I don't know. He's tripping. That's bullshit. Trying to explain to her, when? If I'm working. She shows up to work. What the fuck? Come on. No. I really need to shave now. I have weeks without shaving. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Laziness. I don't like it. I feel my face like this big because of this. What the fuck? Is that what? Yeah, Stevie. That's funny. He got stabbed on the boat 12 years ago. Yeah, it's not worth. It's not. You never get what you put in. It's better to just have a. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Moments. Someone that you can just chill with every so often when they're, that ain't looking to fucking settle down. Moments. Lord, are you trying to pay? Well, not like that, you know what I mean? Just say, oh, well, that's just me. Some dudes are fine with it. I ain't judging. That's cool. If you're happy, that's all that matters. In this life is what your happiness should be above all. And to a lot of people, their family is their happiness. Others, their church is their happiness. Some dudes just look pussy. Duh. Me too. I still don't miss affection. Who doesn't? All the drama. You ever have a you ever have a woman tell you that you gotta be more decisive, make the calls, like don't wait on them to fucking make the calls, and then you try to do some shit like that and they call you bossy. They say you're trying to fucking control. Like what? What? But I'll pass, you said. You could just be the conversation with someone, you know, chilling somewhere with that person. But it's not the same when it's like the same sex as you. That's like a homie, you're just like, yeah, you're not, I don't know how do you say it, like, Like, what do they say? When you're with a girl, when you're with a female you trust, you can be vulnerable, but you can't trust a woman, so you can never be vulnerable. No, just she tell her out because she's having a bad day and tell everyone what you told her. Post that shit up on. I'm gonna have to go to the hood to my parents to pick up my package. Yeah, sure. For sure they do. I seen a video of some dude. He hangs his you hang your glasses on your rearview mirror when you're not in the car. He hung his glasses on the rearview mirror, and it was burning his seat with the reflection of the sun hitting the glasses like a magnifying glass, like yeah, like a magnifying glass, you know, and they kill it and they burn ants and shit like that. You have a choice. Oh shit, Pink showed up. Yo, what's up, Pink? Why the that? You see the title of my I mean, you see the thumbnail on my fucking on this live. What's up, Juan? It's a Toyota gang. seen a video of a high-speed chase, like it said 120 some miles per hour. A Lexus, and that fucking Lexus was fucking damn. The Charger couldn't catch him. You could hear it on the video. Oh, the Charger, like, he was gunning that shit, and the Lexus was like going like this fool was standing still. That some lady got ejected. Well, when he did a pit maneuver on her on the freeway, she hit the center and was ejected from the car. It's a fucking Toyota, basically, right? Lexus is Toyota, right? She was dusting that Charger. I mean, dusting it, man. Straight dusting that motherfucker. On one part, she did a sick ass U-turn where you could tell the cop almost lost it. She was even a better driver than that fool. Brake pads, I don't know how to do. No mechanic. So it was in a tuxedo. This fool. He said, bro. He said, oh, I don't know how to adjust them. I just know how to remove them. Juan, she was, man. She was driving that Lexus like she fucking knew what's up. I don't even know how that fool caught her up to where, like, there was traffic. So she, like, I guess she slowed down enough to where he just caught up and boom. Or you know what? Since it was the freeway and a straightaway, that thing caught up in the long run, like always, you know? But she was fucking through the streets and shit, he couldn't catch her for shit. She was flying. She hit like 122. And he still pit her. Like, how the fuck are you gonna pit a car at going 122? And that shit slingshot her right out the car. Car miles. Your brakes, the lights, isn't that like like low brake fluid. I remember I had a Honda Civic like that. I had a Honda Civic low hatchback, and I noticed one day like, what the fuck, the lights? Why are the lights still on the brake ones and every? And I touched the pedal. I lifted the pedal up a little bit, and it turned off. Like, what the fuck? It's full. It don't have air. Because if it has air, you're gonna get the scare of your life. Makes them feel needed. What year is the car too? A brake light switch? What the fuck is that? Because once I did that paint to the Civic I had, the lights went out. The lights wouldn't turn on no more. Once I had once I had it filled with fluid. But you have to have it bleed. You have to have them bleeded. If not, I'm telling you, you get the scare of your life. I remember I tried to slam on the brake. That motherfucker didn't want to stop. I was flying too. I said, on the third one, that shit went down. Shouldn't have stopped. I was like, fuck. 97 Pathfinder. See? I don't know about the pedal. But it's like that's how I fixed the problem on mine. And I forgot it was fuck, what year was that? It was like a 90 or something like that, Civic hatchback. It was sunk in all the way down. Yeah, that shit had no fucking. Fuck. See how is that a switch? Pink when the pedal was all the way down. That's the brakes, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But you need to bleed them. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, when shit decides to when shit decides to give you a bad day, that shit's like determined up. Like, yeah, I gotta make it a complete month. Yeah, let's make it a month. You know, today I sent someone a video on YouTube, and I'm like, how the fuck do they get away with shit like this? And I show weed. When it rains, it pours, huh? What was I saying? Fuck. Yeah. Devo. What's up, Devo? No, no weed today. I think Ice got Julio. Oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I was in Compton today. Fuck. They were down the street from me last week or 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, almost 2 weeks at the Home Depot. You start snorting Dr. Pepper. You should go with Fanta. Fanta stronger. I know, but I'm out of weed. So, no 420 for me. Once I get this fuck. Let me see if I'll get one last. Yeah, it's just gone. I got one good hit. That shit got me. That hit got me right there. But I had to do it for 420. At least that. Right? Damn, I gotta wash my hands. I gotta wash my hands. How do I gotta wash my hands? 78. It's hot over here. I feel it. Just sitting here. Washington. Oh, is that medicine for us? Growing weather. Manuel, what's up? Growing weather. That's cool. Yeah, I don't have no sun here. Well, for me, where I could put something like that, because I have a bunch of. I started a small collection of seeds that as soon as I get where, I'm gonna. As soon as I save up enough for that little box, that I could grow one at a time in here or some shit. This shit itches. I hate up here. I gotta shave today. Fuck all that. Footer? Down. That's a big ass one. Fuck. I could just imagine the top of that shit. Imagine a whole field of them. I've seen some videos where they're like, that should look like a fucking forest and shit. How many fucking tall ass fucking dang weed. They're all lined up. how's that outdoor shit? That they was pushing to brakes to transport. Too much work. I hear people talking about spider mites and all this kind of shit, and there's no way around it. As soon as you spot it, you gotta get rid of that whole shit. That's it. Damn, that's crazy. I can just imagine what it smelled like. Feral plants, they just pop out. It's like it keeps regrowing itself. That's crazy. Damn, 53 or 56. Shit. Sorry, Cheryl. But see you then. See you next time. Thank you for joining. I gotta shave this shit off. It's itchy. Too big for you got 7 wives. I have a handful of seeds. And well, a handful of seeds that I got from some decent fucking strands that I got from a shop. Like, it's crazy because the times I've gotten it's like I would buy a whole ounce, and in that whole ounce, one fucking little ball like this would have a few seeds. If the whole fucking ounce. So I would feel like, wow, I scored, you know? Six? God damn. My prosthetic. It hurts when I have it bent. My knee, when I have my knee bent with the prosthetic on for a long period of time, it starts hurting. This shit bugs. The longer you have it on, it starts like irritating. It starts bugging. Good soil. Damn. That's crazy. It's a gift from the earth. Right? That's what you call it, earth. Some earthweed. That shit just came out out of nowhere. Grew all on its own. That's crazy. I'm not sure. Stay up from that. That last hit I gave, it fucked me up. The fuck's all that honking? So see you guys on the next one. Appreciate all of you guys that were here. I'm gonna end this one. See what I get into. Peace.